And we're going. All right, everybody, welcome back to Dokkan When. This is going to be a little different because I'm not joined by people that you've ever seen or heard on my thing before. I'm joined by a guy that I told people to go listen to our thing. I'm joined by my new buddy raysean. How you doing, raysean?
I'm doing good, guys. I'm from the R Gap podcast. Hopefully, you guys can make me a little bit more known.
Maybe. That's why I go on other people's shows, so I get more known.
Yeah, I feel it.
We had an episode maybe a month ago, I think, of us reviewing the Dragon Ball superhero movie. Was that a month ago?
Yep. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. However long ago, we had a lot of fun just discussing the movie. I've convinced a lot of my people to go watch it, and they're disappointed with it in the same aspect that I was. That they got too hyped up for what it was supposed to, but it wasn't as hyped to them. Very.
Yeah, because I was talking to Kyle, and he was telling me some people actually thought the movie was like horribly bad, and I was like, damn. I don't see where all that anger and hate come from. I feel like Dragon Ball Z fans sometimes don't know what they want.
Absolutely.
Like they want this super epic movie, but then nobody wants to tell us what they actually want. Because I'm sitting here like, what was wrong with this movie? Because Goku and Vegeta wasn't the prime attention, I guess.
One of my buddies from another podcast, his name's Brad, was sitting there. He did not want to watch it for the animation. Strictly for the animation is the only reason he did not want to watch it. He hated the animation style.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought for the type of movie it is, because I feel like this movie is going to look 100 times better in theaters. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the animation fed the movie. Like the type of motions and fighting styles they were using, I felt like this was the perfect animation.
Oh, very fluid. We're going a little bit off topic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just answering the question.
I know that's my own. That's my own fault. I don't know if you've heard our show. I have a tendency to sometimes get off topic.
We all do.
All right, so right now is our Dokkan 7th anniversary. I don't know if you've done anything right now. We got some new things, some LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Have you seen them yet?
I don't think so.
They right now are the coolest thing. Like the Gods are from the Broly movie. It's a new thing where God Goku and God Vegeta are their own thing, and they transform into the Blue Bros, the blue form. Like animation straight from the movie. It's the most gorgeous animation in the game.
I'm definitely gonna have to wait till I get there, because I think right now, if it's doing in order of chronological order, then I'm like right by the Saiyan arc.
Oh, that means you're going through he said he had to reset it, so that means you're doing the tutorial stuff right now. This is going to be after the tutorial. Like right now, you're literally getting your first free-to-play LR, which is a Kaioken Goku.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you're going to be given the access to actually start summoning. Like I've been doing. Don't spend money on this game, raysean. Don't spend money. It's a problem. It's
right now. It seems like it's like pretty easy, but since you told me I was playing the tutorial, now I gotta make sense, because I was playing on hard today, and I was like, what? This is not as hard as I thought this was the first time.
I am gonna tell you this right now. What you're doing right now, like story stuff and quests, which is the main easy way to get stones, is the easy part. You haven't begun to get to the hard content. Like they've released right now what's called Red Zone. Red Zone is literally the hardest thing because you can get hit for 1,000,000 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm not there, because I think if I remember my Goku level, I think it's like close to 100, maybe, if I remember.
Okay.
But I feel like I keep using him because it's like I got one player that's like up there, and then the rest are like in the 20s, 30s,
yeah.
And it's like, oh, I need a.
Yeah, that Goku will be your best thing for a while until you start actually doing the summons. Just because of LR is the highest rarity in the game, so it's this top thing. They're meant to hit hard. So I know you did lose your original account, but what do you think of Dokkan as a whole, right now?
As of right now, I like it pretty much, especially for how I play mobile games. I'm not someone that gets like super invested in them, but like those moments when you're not doing anything, or like sometimes I do door dashing and like between orders. That's when I was playing it today, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty fun. One thing I will say is it didn't give me enough time to sometimes read the little menus, and sometimes I feel like that got me because I was like, oh shit. Because I one time I landed on, I guess, an attack thing, and I
Yeah.
didn't know what that was, and that just like I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, those get to be fun. Though I wish this is going to be a little Hayden topic. I wish they did those a little more in the game. They got rid of them just because players were griping too much.
Mm, but no, but one thing I want to say is this Dokkan, is this like a fan made game? Because I feel like when I went on Twitter, I seen something where it was like they were loading like new things that were coming to the game and stuff.
It
So I
is.
didn't know if
It's not a fan made. It is actually. The group is called Akatsuki. It's a weird little. I don't know what they actually how their true affiliation is, but it is an actual licensed Dragon Ball game.
oh okay. I just thought that was interesting. If it was like fan made.
I mean, if it was fan made, this is the best fan made game ever. 7 years, like I said, this game's going on 7 years. That's a long time for a mobile game of this kind of caliber.
Yeah, and the fact that they've been able to stay up for 11 years, because that would be all copyrighted material.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and right now, like they're starting to do original stuff. Like one of the most iconic scenes of Dragon Ball is the family Kamehameha Goku and Gohan. They
Mhm.
have made their own original Goku and Gohan fighting together that has what's called an active skill. It's just a special animation of Goku didn't kill himself in the Cell Saga. Be
Okay.
like
So
Goku's there with the Gohan. Like they start making brand new things, like the God Goku and Vegeta. They're doing new original stuff in the game.
so their version is basically Goku not dying in the cell arc.
The version, like all of these are, is it's just think of it like a card collection, but they made their own unique original card, which is the Goku and Gohan, which is cool because it's Gohan and Super Saiyan Gohan and Super Saiyan Goku, where Gohan goes into Super Saiyan 2 for one attack, which is that active skill, that big animation.
Okay.
Dokkan's a great. I know it's gonna sound. It sounds really confusing. It's not a true story thing. Just think of it like a collection thing.
Okay. That may kind of make sense. I actually pretty like the game though. I'm not gonna lie. But it is like a lot of you collecting different things and cards to be able to play different players stuff. So I can understand that aspect of what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all. Like that's really all that is just the collection aspect. As you go on, you'll start seeing more stuff. You make teams. I don't know if you're to the point of actually making a team, like actual team yet, but it's just good. Just pretty much. I'm trying to think of an actual comparison. Did you ever play Naruto Blazing, Ultimate Ninja Blazing, whatever the game was?
No, but I played a game that was kind of similar to this, but it had more like it was like candy and stuff. So it's not like this. It wasn't this game. But you will go
Okay.
around collecting these different players and stuff and play like them and kind of play like the same kind of setup, kind of like Candy Crusher. That's what I said.
Playing Candy. I mean, I always tell people this is like it's a Candy Crush version of Dokkan or a Bubble Popper, anime Bubble Popper, which is literally the extent of gameplay.
Mhm.
All right, so one of the fun things of this game is they have the LRs, which are the biggest scenes of the game. Since you don't know about this stuff, I'm going to tell you some of the ones we just got in the game. Like right now, we're going to be getting a Kaioken times 4 Goku and the Grade 8 Vegeta for our 7th anniversary.
Saiyan Heart.
Yep. We find
Mhm.
that was the first time in the game the Saiyan Saga got actual recognition
I
as
feel it.
big things. I'm not a. Are you a Raditz fan? Do you like Raditz? Or
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a big Raditz fan. Yeah, I
okay,
guess he's only in this anime for like a little bit, but yeah,
like
I wasn't a Raditz fan.
like 3 or 4. Well, we're gonna be getting a Raditz, I think, after the anniversary. If you want a Raditz for all the fun stuff that we're gonna be getting. Let's see. I'm waiting right now. We're waiting for the anime to come back because they cannot go past the tournament of power in the game. It's some legal reason they're not allowed to do. But
Oh, okay. So they can't like animate any oh, they probably can't do manga stuff because they would be the first people to have it animated.
It's very finicky because they have some manga. There's like 4 manga things in this game. One is a Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta does his Gamma Burst Flash that he did, I think, against one Tournament of Power. I think the Inward Hands, opposite of Final Flash.
Okay.
They have when Zamasu fought in the thing with the portals and all that. And there was another one I can't remember. It's just really weird. I don't know why they're not allowed to do manga stuff, but I think it's just because it's not animated right. But I was gonna go a little bit further on since we're gonna go in more of stuff that you can add to. From what you've seen, because anime stopped at Tournament of Power, and let's where we're at in the middle of the Granola arc, about to end the Granola arc. I think we're about to end
No, you never know.
it. I think.
I think we're about two to three chapters from finishing.
But what would out of everything that's happened from, we'll say, the Moro arc to Granola arc, what would be one thing out of what's been in the manga that you would, if got brought to the game, would make you give all your attention to Dokkan? Like, let's take one as Moro. A lot of people want Moro. They want a Moro unit.
I'm trying to think. What would make me more? Probably, yeah, I guess the more art to be able to see. But see, the thing is, I can see why Dokkan can't do the moral art, and that's really because it would cost them a lot of money in the overall, and that's because if they animated on the game versus like animating it on for TV, most of the people that play the game will really get to see it. But then that would stifle, like, if they like, okay, let's do the anime like a month later, but they already got it out on Dokkan, so they'll just lose money that way. But I'm surprised they don't involve some of the movies.
We do,
which they probably do,
we have.
But I probably just haven't got there yet.
Yeah, right now we've got Dokkan Fest are what you call basically the prime thing you summon for. Like, these are the big new ones that that game gives out. We've got Dokkan Fest of a lot of the main Dragon Ball Z stuff. Like, we have Broly, Janemba, Cooler, Metal Cooler, Bojack. So we have movies have actually slowly become a big part of Dokkan because that's the only way to consistently get out more content.
New content, yeah.
Like Broly movie, a Super Broly movie. We've got stuff from there truly once. Okay, not once, but now this stuff twice. But the movies, the movies are help the game out, I think, almost as much as the anime, just because the movies bring more hype to it. Like Gogeta Blue from the movie. We got him in year 5, and he had probably the second cleanest animation, brought a lot of people to it, and made more people go watch the movie.
Why? Okay.
And
so you saying it's a good advertisement to make people go watch it? That's interesting.
That's because this is.
So I think I just recently heard about this. Not to cut you off.
I was about to say, I'm sorry for cutting you off. But yeah, Dokkan it's just a weird whole little thing of how they actually do it. I want them to start doing more. Honestly, a thought that's crossed my mind. I know we originally, people out there, we were going to do a Dragon Ball superhero, not superhero. Is it Heroes? Dragon Ball Heroes, that's what it was. I got confused on the thing. Of me going on his show and us reviewing the superhero. God! Heroes! I want a promotional thing for Dokkan that's similar to Dragon Ball Heroes.
I can feel it. Because is this what Dokkan... Because that's what I thought Dokkan was originally like connected to, was Heroes.
I mean, technically, in the aspect of how time travel works in Dokkan, it kind of is. We have Dragon Ball Hero stuff, like Super Saiyan 4, Vegito, Broly, Gohan, Bardock. Heroes comes around once a year around November, like end of November, beginning of December, with its own special banner of like 7 or 8 units.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. See, when we first were like had group up and said we were going to do collabs, and then we were like Heroes, because I think we were going to do Heroes first. For some reason, I thought when you said that, I thought they were connected. That was like, oh, so you must have to like watch Heroes to really play Dokkan. That's why I had that like misconception. Then after
Okay.
I had played it, I was like, oh, we don't necessarily have to watch Heroes to play this.
Yeah, no, these things are just it's just its own little collection of it. I'm sure somewhere some person out there has figured out the actual story connection and has put Dokkan as a canon some way, shape, or form to Heroes. But in the most
Okay.
part, it's just having fun doing the collection and stuff. Like one of the best ones I collected, I've told this story, is LR Gohan, which from the Cell Saga. When he
Hmm.
transforms in again in Super Saiyan 2. You haven't been around enough to see him, but I spent a lot of money on this game. I don't know if you've ever heard Kyle talk about this game, but he and I have both spent a good amount of money on this game.
I haven't heard Kyle talk about this game.
I had him on our show maybe a year ago or so, and he dropped out of the game about 2 years prior, just because everything got too easy for him, which is a big problem of this game. And I'm going to tell you this right now: Dokkan has a problem of power creep, where it gives too strong of stuff for most things, but it's not strong enough for other things. Like
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like they give you enough power to like probably beat a lot of the levels, but then
mhm.
after a certain while, you'd be like, oh shit, it's hard.
Well, I'll take one that's going to be probably the first one you can take out. It's called Super Battle Road. It is pretty much the original hardest content of the game, where let's say if enemies you take on in your story are level 2, these guys are level 10.
Okay.
So you'll take your level 2 units, or we'll say your characters are level 4 in that aspect, and just one shot all that stuff where the Super Battle Road will kill you immediately. That's a problem with it. Like I think that's what Kyle had said was he played it and everything was either too easy or too hard.
Yeah, I feel you because I remember when I was just doing a tutorial mode, most of them on hard was I thought was pretty easy. Then it was
Mm-hmm.
like this one boss fight that I had, and it was like for some reason I just like I don't know if you can dodge attacks or something, but I just remember who had like moved and he had dodged, and then somehow I had got KO'd, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't know you can dodge. I need to probably look at the tutorial again.
Yeah, some enemies can dodge. Your characters can dodge. Some of them you can. That'd be a whole
Mhm.
different subtopic. I can go explain that in a minute. But it's just a whole different thing. But yeah, I was gonna tell you this as you get into it. You do not just because like I've seen players who got the game and then immediately dropped it because they see take. I'm a small YouTuber. They'll see me take on the super hard content with relative ease and think they can go do it. They'll get something new, go take it on, and lose, and then they'll start cursing the game because they couldn't do it like these other players. So I'm telling you this that way you if you happen to do this, depending on how much effort you put into it, you don't get distraught or discouraged if you go take on Broly in the red zone, which is literally the hardest enemy in the game and can't beat him.
Well, I mean, to be honest, when I play this game, I feel like they make certain levels like that just to keep it interesting for
Oh,
certain people. You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Because that's one thing that I've griped about for years is there's not enough hard content in the game.
Hmm.
It used to be Dokkan used to be the Dark Souls of gotcha games. Like it's an actual thing. Like you first event in the game was an STR Broly, a strength type legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who
Hmm.
could hit you. Back in the day, this is when he only had like 80,000 HP. That's now been encompassed by anything. He could bitch slap you and you'd be dead.
That's crazy. And I forgot what do you lose? Is that like health points or stamina or something? Because that'd be like at the bottom. Because even if you get attacked on the playing field, it lowers that.
That is your health. Whenever that's your entire health. Of the math is weird because we'll take an actual team. Let's say 100%. You have 2 units. Each one give 100% to the team. They add the
Hmm.
HPs, attacks, defenses, and then multiply it by the 200 or the HPs
Oh,
and
okay.
attacks and all that. That's why it's cumulative HP. That's why that whenever I said a million's a lot because right now 800,000 is still the highest HP.
Oh, okay. Damn, you killing in this game.
Yeah.
You like hell yeah, man. You don't know it.
I don't mean to brag, and I do sound very braggy a lot of times when I say it, but I am good at the game and I like it, but I still get my ass handed to me.
That's good.
Oh, you're in the Dragon Ball story. That's what you are. That's that little. You haven't actually accessed the true stuff. I just happened to click and see it. I'm on Dokkan right now. I got the a Vegeta from the Saiyan, not Namek saga, who swaps over into the Goku.
Okay, see, like right now I'm finishing up beating up Vegeta. I think I had right before that I had Nappa and all of them. So it's kind of going through that story part.
Yeah, that little bit of tutorial. You're gonna get your first LR, which is that physical Goku. He'll be a good one. He's a surprisingly powerful thing.
Yeah, because my team right now ain't that bad. Because I think I got like Goku, Trunks, Frost, and some few other people, but I remember those specifically.
Yeah, one thing, have you figured out the linking aspect? This Dokkan has what's called links. Have you figured out that part yet or no?
No, is that like when you link your account to yourself or?
No. The links are let you have because you have your rotation of 1, 2, 3 characters attacking at once.
Okay, yeah.
You want to they have if some of them will connect to themselves, like they have a little flash, and some of them don't. Those link up. If you get those links activated, it makes your characters stronger.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look into that. Some of the stuff I feel like I might have to look into like other YouTube videos to be like, okay, this is how I do that. This is how I do this.
Yeah, it's just team stuff. We'll take a full power Frieza from the cell. I keep getting sagas confused, but from the Namek saga, you can have him link up well with third form Frieza, the dildo form.
You said you can take Frieza from the Cell Saga.
Yeah, no,
and
I miss I.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can. We do have Mecha Frieza in the game, so that's not.
Oh,
wrong.
I see what you're saying. Because I was a little confused.
I confused myself. I'm kidding. I have sagas in my head, and I just keep getting confused. But basically, characters will take. We'll take Beerus as one, and that Goku you have. Those guys probably wouldn't link the best. Characters are meant to link with a specific character. So we have,
okay.
Like take Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
That makes sense. So basically, okay. So basically just link them up with people kind of in that same arc or
not always. It's just really weird on how they do it because characters are built different things. Like I have Super Vegeta from the Cell Saga, the Final Flash one. One of his best buddies is the GT Vegeta. So I don't know how to actually explain that part, but but basically I know I'm getting confused. If you play around with them for a little bit, you'll be able to figure out links. Like one of the first ones is I had God Goku with Kaioken Goku together.
Okay, that's interesting.
They linked well enough to get the super attack off, and I'm sure you know what the super attacks are. Okay, making sure. I had one of my old high school buddies play it once, and he didn't know what the super attacks were, even though he had them every single attack. Sometimes people don't understand this stuff whenever it comes out.
Okay, isn't that when you hit the button at the bottom and then it kind of like changes it up a little bit?
Yeah, it's that whole like whenever that little key gauge, the 12 things around your character gets fully filled.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that unleashes their strongest attack, which can have different effects. Sometimes has no effects. Right, I'm trying to think. I thought you didn't realize your account had been erased.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess I might have like was cleaning up my phone storage or something. Because like when I went to play it, it's like literally starting over. Like I had to re-download the whole app. Because you know when you download it from the app store, when you click on the app, you still got to download. I guess it's downloading more stuff into the game. So I had to redo all that. And I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, Dokkan's a big game. It's a very, very big game.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 gigs, I think.
Oh, nah, that's probably what my phone did. It was probably like, you're not playing this right now. Let's get rid of this right now because this is gonna eat you up in a minute.
It's a big game. Like that's one but they keep getting the better animations, like scenes from the Broly movie. They had Cooler, a Cooler who actually had the first time of like the I don't know what it is, but it's a 3D effect where it actually pans the camera around him. Those are what.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Like what you're seeing right now, I think that Goku you have is probably the best. You have animation, but as you play, you'll begin seeing better and better. Like some of them get to anime or movie quality.
Okay, that's interesting as hell. I would like to for some of the clips, what instead of getting like the text and telling you what's happening, if they had just played the whole scene, I think that'd be cool. But I understand.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time. But you want those scenes you're talking about going to be those active skills I was talking about. Those like are just sometimes clips. Like take one of them is a Vegeta from Buu Saga. Whenever he's talking to Goku, hey, you can do this, Kakarot. You were number one. They get all that voice acting and have a full, actually, like sometimes up to 15-second cutscene of all that going on.
Well, that's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, it's the coolest thing Dokkan's ever done. And it adds voice acting too, which helps a lot of people because they get tired of just reading. I'm one of those people.
Do they get the original actors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Broly. Broly is the only one who does not get his original actor because what's his name? Who is the original one? Vic
Manson? Oh, that might be. All I know is every time Kyle talks about him, he just says he's like a piece of shit or something. So
yeah, there are some just bad allegations. So they have Johnny, I think it's Johnny, the newer one, voice all of Broly. That's the only one that's not going to sound right. So so if you ever get a Broly and it sounds like that good Broly, it's like you can't specific. It sounds reasons.
Yeah. I feel it. Well, their anger moments are a lot different.
Johnny has a soft anger. Vic had an angry anger, as we've said before. I've actually put my name in to try to become the new voice of old Broly. Not a joke.
That's pretty dope, man.
I want to be Broly. I can scream like Broly.
Were you the one that told me you do voice acting on the side too, or
that is my buddy Danger. He does he actually does like true voice acting. I can do he'll Sonic, Boo, Trunks. He can do a good Trunks. Danger.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to.
Fuck you, Danger. I'm not complimenting you. I'm complimenting the stuff you can do.
I fucks with you, Danger. I might have to get you on my podcast and see some of them voices. That sounds kind of interesting.
Danger's actually one of my good buddies. Like he's becoming like my right hand man of all this. He and I give each other shit all the time, but mostly him because I'm technically his boss. I'm allowed to.
I don't know. That just shows y'all good friends.
Yeah. So let's see here. I'm trying to think of what to ask.
Oh, I'm sorry Then I'll have to come back on after I play a lot more.
Well, I'm going to get you back on whenever you play a lot more. I guess we can call this Dokkan 101. I guess I can call this Dokkan 101. Give explanation of it. Do you want to go like just tutorial and stuff? Are you fine with that?
We can. I think we were about, another 30 minutes, so I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm not sitting here boring you with this stuff that I'm talking about that I know way too much stuff about.
No. I feel like that's how you always are when you're like talking about something you like and trying to get somebody else to like it. So sell me.
All right. So I guess if I'm gonna sell you, I'll make it sound good. I'm gonna edit in epic music later, but right now, Dokkan is just a collection gacha, and I was gonna tell you about like dodging and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure have you figured out the type of advantages and disadvantages in the game yet?
No, I didn't know it was like that.
Okay, we also got 10 minutes, so I guess we're gonna be cutting this off. I'll figure that out in about a few minutes. Anyway, you have 5 different types: yellow, red, blue, green, and purple.
Okay.
Each of them have a strength to the other one. So a red is strong against blue. Red is weak to blue. Blue is weak to green. Green is weak to purple. Purple weak to yellow. Yellow weak to red.
Okay, I can understand the red being weak to blue because that water red. I didn't know if they linked to actual elements or something.
They have them like physical strength, intelligence, to technique, and agility.
Okay.
And that's one thing. Whenever you go playing later on, you'll want to keep an eye on it because let's take if red is hit by blue, it's going to do, of course, extra damage. I think it's I think it's 25% more damage, 25 to 50%. Whereas if a blue is hit by a red, it'll do 25 to 50% less damage.
Oh, so are they like broken off based on like this character uses more strength and this character is more smart, this character is faster? Like, oh, well, how you had said that, I did. I was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't notice that. If that's how they were breaking off.
I mean, whenever the characters first came out, yes, but the problem is Dokkan's been out for 7 years. So they have to start redoing some stuff.
Yeah, they probably like, now it's getting kind of hard to figure out who's on what side.
Like take Broly. When Broly first came out, he was a strength-based character. He was a red character, strength-based. Broly.
Makes sense.
Whenever Cell came out, we had our first Cell. It's Perfect Cell. He was technique-based.
I could see that.
AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku was agility-based. I don't know why that was that, but it's just that's kind of what they are. Gohan was intelligence, and Boo was physical-based.
Okay.
So as time goes on, sometimes they'll try to make characters match what they want them to do, but other times they'll take Broly. Old Broly has been in the game like 20 different times with a brand new variation.
It just shows you how popular Broly is.
Yeah, Broly, Vegito, Gogeta, Goku, and Vegetas have been in the game a bajillion times.
I could see it. They in every game.
Yeah, like right now, this whole anniversary that's going on is Goku and Vegeta based. Like, that's why we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Part 2 is going to be Goku, Kaioken, and Vegeta Great Ape. They just have a whole bunch of, every year at the anniversary, they give out something big, brand new, game breaking. Last year on the 6th one, they gave us UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta.
Well, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to just see how his gameplay would be UI Goku.
He dodges a lot. I'll tell you that. He has a 70% chance to dodge, which is the highest in the game.
Oh, I need that.
I mean, he's out right now on the banners, the summoning stuff. Once you get the tutorial, you can go see if you can summon him.
Okay. As long as I don't have to pay for him, I'm one of those people. I'll do everything it takes to just try my best to not have to pay for anybody.
I'll tell you, the problem with Dokkan being a gacha game is it's very iffy on if you're going to get him. Because it's literally just a card pack. Hey, give me these 10 random cards.
See, that's when they kind of make you kind of forced to buy. Because, like, if you want him, we're going to make sure you buy. How much would you say you spent? Would you say you spent more than $200? Oh, yeah, you invested. You can't just delete the game.
Yeah, here's the thing. This account is 6 years old. 6.5 years old.
Okay, that makes a little sense.
6 years, actually. Yeah. I've probably put there used to be a time I would put 200 in each new banner.
Dang. You really did like this game.
So I still do.
How much would you say? You probably over $1,000 or something in that.
I have been for about 4 years.
And you ever had those moments where you'd be like, dang, I could have did this with the money?
Every single time. Every like last Friday, I went and put an unknown amount of money, not $200 in. Hopefully. As soon as I got all of it, damn, I could have bought lunch tomorrow. I gotta put gas in my car.
That's exactly. I remember I can't remember what game I used to play. It was a game I used to play, and I remember I put like $20 into it. And to me, that was a whole lot. I was just like, damn, I'm a gamer now.
What's those? I throw $1 at it. Yes, I'm professional now.
It's like I'm taking this over the average player who just plays this for fun. No, I'm playing this to win.
The thing about this one, Dokkan, is it rewards you for getting multiple copies. Mm-hmm. So we'll take your LR Goku, that physical Goku that's going to get an LR. You're going to be able to get 5 copies of him, which go into what's called the hidden potential, which allows him to completely max out.
Oh, that's depth. So it basically like upgrades him, give him more power and stuff. Okay.
Lets him hit harder, lets him dodge, attack harder, or attack more.
I like to attack more.
Yep, it's a one attack per turn for some of them, but
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
It's called an additional attack, which can be a normal attack, which is whatever it is, or the super attack.
And it'll do that like every turn, or you
Not
gotta.
every turn. It's
Oh, okay.
mathematical. Each character, your Goku being a physical, starts off with 5 additional, which is a 10% chance to do another attack.
Oh, okay.
And then you have red. Okay, Aegea, blue and yellow give a 10% chance to attack twice. Red and green give a chance to hit harder, which is hits through defense, which is called a critical hit. And purple's got the short end of the stick because I just have a 5% chance to dodge.
Oh, yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, it is. It's just, but it's kind of fun just to hear that because you have some people that literally put everything into the dodge, and they'll gripe that the purples are the best ones because they can dodge.
I find it because when you keep saying these colors, for some reason, I was just thinking of the Ninja Turtles.
I'm gonna get flack by my group for not calling the specific typing. It's just more so though I don't confuse you.
Oh, I feel it.
Because like I said, Dokkan can be very confusing if you don't have it. It's basically like a game of Yu-Gi-Oh. If you talk to somebody who knows what they're doing or somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, one of them's talking complete gibberish.
Yeah, I used to be one of those people who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh that didn't know what they were doing. I'm like mixing characters together and saying that's the blue eyes whitening dragon. So you can't beat me with that. Like what?
Hey, raysean, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, there's Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel. You and I can have a duel or two.
I might have to think about it because I remember I looked at this video versus it was like how Yu-Gi-Oh is played for real versus how Yu-Gi-Oh is played in the show, and they were like it's two different things.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Not the same.
Yeah, like you can watch you can watch 2 episodes of original Yu-Gi-Oh and see the absolute difference.
See, I never knew. I always thought it was the same. So that's how I was playing it. And I played against one person and they were like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, oh, shit.
I attack the moon. We don't have a goddamn moon. What's that card? All right, so actually, what I'm going to do... All right, and for people out there, that's a whole new thing. I'm using Zoom. I've never done Zoom before, so forgive me for me not knowing how to do stuff.
Oh, what do you normally use?
I go over Discord.
Oh, I have Discord. We could try to do that. I'm not that great with Discord, I'll be honest, but I think I know exactly. What do? You basically get on Discord, I open up the chat, and then we just record it on both our sides or something?
I have it set up where I can record. I just record both bits of audio, so I just literally upload it, edit in, whatever it is I'm going to edit in, and then boom, upload.
Okay. That's interesting.
Sometimes a big reason I don't do Zoom is because my 2 companions, which I don't know if you can see their names or not. Yeah, I'm in the way. Are my 2 buddies, Dale and Will. You've heard them before. Those are the ones I typically are on. Don't have cameras. If we could do cameras more often, I would like to do Zoom or the Discord video call. But I'm the only one. I'm the only one with a camera, so it's upsetting sometimes.
I had that problem with a few people you be trying to want to see face to face because it makes the conversation a little bit more personable. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Just because it was one of the ones I had on. This Brad. First time I ever did cameras, I call them Dokkan Who's, which are I interview the player.
Mm-hmm.
Which was going to be the idea originally. It's not. I'm not griping. If I sound like I'm griping you, I am very sorry. It's not a gripe at you.
No, I'm not taking anything personal.
But that was my original plan. But I'm actually enjoying this because just chill conversation, get you on, learn more about each other. We figure out that you and I have a better dynamic than you and Kyle. Kyle, I hope you're listening to this.
That would be funny. I don't know. I've just worked with Kyle for so long. I mean, I'll work with anybody if they want to talk about Dragon Ball Z manga or something.
Bro, I need to read the manga. I've been busy these last few days with work. I recently got into a summer camp job, so it's been a little hectic.
Is it Christian?
No, this is just a shirt for a different summer camp.
Oh, okay. I was just watching. I was like, oh, okay. Just, everybody different.
I mean, I do go to... Oh, I finally unjammed my finger. My finger got jammed the other day at basketball. I go to one over the summer, but this is an actual just public, non-specific one. It's just actual summer camp. Kids go have
Okay.
fun. Make sure kids don't kill each other. I kill them with dodgeballs. I almost killed one of the kids with a dodgeball the other day. Very entertaining story.
So what you like a counselor?
Yeah,
That seems interesting. You don't really I don't know. See, I don't know. So you seem like you play like a lot of games, but then I don't know if you like the outdoorsy type though. Like, I know how to build a campfire or some shit like that. Me personally, I can't do that. If I was stuck outside, I'm done. Like,
Raysean, I grew up on a farm. I'm still on said farm and have been on farm for 22 years. I got a little bit of outdoorsy stuff. I'm good. I'm the perfect mix because I hate outside, but I like outside. I can do games or I can do anything else. I'm just at the bottom of everything. I'm decent at everything, good at nothing.
so I got this is the little one question because I was wondering this. Do you come up with the stuff y'all do a day or do like the program does?
I like on
Oh,
like
like the activities, like today we're gonna be doing this, we're gonna do that or this,
oh
or is it like a free shoot every day?
yeah. Sometimes they have basically just times go to this at specific time, that at specific time, and I'm just got to stay with either the younger group, which is like pre-K to second grade, or the older group, which is third to fifth grade. And I'm just kind of bounced
Mm,
back and forth, and depending on who I'm with, depends on the personality.
I do better with little kids than kids that can cuss.
Literally, you'd be surprised how cussing even a pre-Ker can be.
Depend on the environment.
Yep. All right, so I think with us coming to the end of everything, are you gonna? So what's Dokkan? What you've played right now? We're gonna get you back on maybe 2 or 3 months again once you get a little more, get your feet a little wet, more so wet.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to spend at least about 20-25 minutes a day, or at least about an hour a week. I don't know. And I try to get into it, get motion into it. Because I started recently playing it back these last 2 days, getting ready for our podcast. So I wouldn't come on here looking really stupid. So I was like, let me get back into it. Because I thought it was just gonna start me back where I had left off. Because I thought I had like pretty much almost was done with the tutorial. I didn't know I was redoing it. That because I thought I was like, oh shit. I'm doing great this go around. Like this is
But
crazy.
yeah, like I said, one thing that Dokkan, it's a lot better than what it used to be because the way it used to be, you had transfer codes, and you have to basically get your code, and it only lasts for 2 weeks.
And that'll take you back to where you was.
Yep. So that's why now, once we're done with this, I can show you how to link your account to, like, say, your Facebook or Google. That way, if it ever goes off, you can just pick it up where you actually had it.
Oh, that's dope. I definitely gotta do that.
Yeah, it's happened. I feel like every player, at least once in their life, has lost their account to something like that. Like,
Well, at least I did it when it wasn't like too invested into it. Imagine spending like a year or two on an account and then bang, just disappears.
one of the worst things was back when the game. I started this game maybe about a month or two after it came out, and
Okay.
I played it for the longest time. And this is back in the transfer codes, not linked to Facebook. I had an LG G3, and one day I went to plug my phone in. My account was like rank 200. I had decent stuff. Was about to beat the story that was out. Plugged my phone in, and it broke like the internal membrane of the phone.
Oh, damn.
Like the screen wouldn't turn on. I couldn't do anything, and my
And this
old.
was putting the charger in?
Mhm.
Damn.
I couldn't play on my phone. I lost my Dokkan account. I
Yeah,
was
because you couldn't probably link it to nothing in, could you?
like, that was
Damn.
maybe a year, maybe about a month after the 1 year anniversary.
Did you put money into it in that time?
About
If
maybe $50 between that year and a half, or like say that 14 months.
See, I probably would have tried to call customer service and try to get that back. It's like there's no way in hell I'm putting money in this account. Y'all tell me I can't get it saved. Type of shit is.
I did. The problem is the Bondi stuff. It was the only way you could do it is you had to be very specific with what you had. Otherwise, because there used to be a problem with people stealing other people's accounts.
Oh, I see.
So it's basically you have to name like 20 out of your 200 characters, or name like like say how let's say 10% of your characters, and then we'll believe if this
This
is
is
your
you.
thing. Yes.
That's interesting. I feel like you could probably go in there and just start naming like your core characters, and most likely you probably
Well,
will be able to.
the problem is with the only running 6 characters, because at that time there were only like maybe 12 SSRs, and I had
Oh, I
four.
see.
I had 4 out of the 12. So I'm sitting there with my team. Like, I remember I had God Goku, I had Majin Vegeta, and a Super Saiyan 2 Goku. That's all I remember. But that was 5 years ago.
See, my thing would be if they were like, you know what, we want to know the characters and they levels. I'd be like, oh yeah, yeah, I got me. Yeah, I don't want me to get this account back.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was that specific, but I do know you got to name characters, name your actual account name your rank, name maybe if you know the more information, the more likely we are to believe you.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I lost my account, and then like 2 months, I told myself I swore off of Dokkan, and then 2 months later or 3 months later, Super Vegito came out, and I got right back into it.
Guys, like I can get back all that shit in probably less the time.
I mean, I did. That account compared to this, I could Beerus finger flick that account into the ground with what I have now. My rank 670 account.
What's with that?
It's terrible. But now that we're at the end of our thing, Raysean, tell us about what your show is.
My show. My show is basically I like to call it like it's kind of like a TV show where it's like every episode could be about something different. They're never really like super connected. But basically, what I do is I talk about anime, mangas, basically, mainly what's coming out within that month. So basically, if the Dragon Ball Z chapter is coming out that month, I'll probably do an episode with that. Recently, I've been doing I had about 2 or 3 voice actors come on,
Hmm.
and I'm about to get those episodes out now. I just did one with John Stimick. He's plays a lot of different voices on a lot of different anime. We talked about a lot of his different roles. He did some theater work, so we talked about that. And we talked about One Piece. I don't know if you watch One Piece, but sometimes I go on some shows and people be like, we only do Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like I only talk about this and only watch this. But no, I pretty much talk about a lot of different animes. My favorites are like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Boruto, One Punch Man. So if any of those sound interesting, come over. We got a decent amount of content for each. I do a lot of collaborations with a lot of different people. So you'll get to hear some different people voices in the anime field. So that's probably the best way for me to explain what my show is.
Okay. So just and this more almost like pretty much just manga review stuff. A lot of.
Yeah, a lot of manga reviews. We do I do some verse battle content every once in a while. So if you like listening to verse battles, I do that every once in a while.
Do you mean like Goku versus Naruto or like Dragon Ball versus Naruto?
I do like character based.
So I'm gonna ask you this, and it'll be the most prime question on whether or not I'll have you back on my show. Goku versus Saitama.
Well, Goku,
Good. Okay.
most like guy. Saitama just hasn't shown enough for you to evenly pit them on the same field. I mean, Goku was about to destroy a universe with just punching with beers.
I know. I did a TikTok a while back and pissed off the One Punch fans but he's called One Punch Man. He's the strongest thing. If you've not seen him, he's a gag character. He's not a true gag. He's close.
Yeah, he's not. He's not a true gag. He's not. And this last chapter of One Punch Man really proves that he's not a gag character because he can still increase in strength. Mm-hmm. So he's not already at the strongest he can be. So he's not a gag character. I used to think he was a gag character, but I never ever pit him above Goku. But that could be my bias because at the end of the day, Dragon Ball is my #1 anime. It's the only anime that make me fight you. Like if you try to disregard it, I want to know why. Like that's the only anime I'd be like, why do you don't like it?
That's fair. And honestly, I've done it. I think I'd put Saitama at Naruto level, like probably what is it, Sage mode, or chakra form, not Baryon mode, but chakra form.
No, I say One Punch Man probably he'll give Naruto that work.
Hmm. Baryon
Only
mode would
reason
probably
why I
take him
say
out.
because he has more concentrated power and one punch. I don't think Naruto will really be able to hurt him. Not based on the version I've seen, because he's like smashing it through planets and shit.
Hmm.
And I just don't think Naruto has really proven to be planet level. Some people have said it has, but I have never really seen it.
I would put him at planetary just because in the Naruto the last, at least Baryon mode would be planetary if not multiplanetary. I will say that. Naruto at most without it, with Kurama, without that would be probably planetary. I thought just because in the last he did cut a moon in half and that was like 13, 14 years later. So he's got to be a bit stronger. That's my thought.
Yeah, but
And
that's interesting because I didn't think about the moon because he did cut the moon in half. But I don't know, moon smaller than a planet. I'm gonna just
I
say
know.
moon level. He's like Dragon Ball, beginning Dragon Ball Master Roshi strength when he blew up the
That's the
moon.
biggest funny. That's the funniest thing is whenever you go say that, and everybody is like, you bring up that Roshi destroyed the moon. They've been destroying moons for years. They're like, but.
I'd be like, yeah, I don't even know if you're stronger than this Master Roshi. Like, if you got to figure out if y'all can beat him.
Yeah, that'd be the fun fight. Roshi versus Naruto or all that.
Mm.
All
You
right.
might get solo the Naruto verse. Probably not though.
Dragon Ball Super Roshi, yes.
Yeah,
Gets to be a lot stronger. He starts training again and, as all the
getting super buff.
what he used to be back in ball.
Yeah. See, the only thing I always say is like when you do these verse battles, the main thing that always come into play is if you're going to allow each person's attacks to work on each other.
Mhm.
Because to me, that's when it always comes down to, and that's how you can tell if someone's actually being true to it or not. Because they'd be like, "Oh, this doesn't work on them because of this or this," and it's like, why are you letting all their attacks work on them? That shouldn't work like that. You know what I mean? So I usually say that all attacks work on each other, probably have different degrees.
Mhm.
Depending on the character, because some characters be like, oh, they have a lot more mental resistance, kind of like Goku has a lot more mental resistance,
Yeah.
versus like certain other characters that don't. So it's like, yeah, they probably would get fall for and then a Genjutsu versus other characters.
Yeah, but that'd be a whole different thing. And this is not anime fuck you win. This is Dokkan win. So Raysean that should be a fun I'm gonna think about that. But anyway, Raysean, thank you so much for being on my show. And like we'll have you back on in a few more months. Maybe whenever Heroes is around. See how you're feeling around then. That's 4 months from now.
Yeah, or if you have like any other episodes where y'all just talk about like movie stuff or episode stuff, I don't know. You saying like if not, then
Yeah,
you can have me on for that.
it's nothing like we thought about it. My buddy and I are actually going to start another one here in the end of August, which is going to be more just generic stuff. We'll love to have you on there, which you could be anime stuff, but like right now, I got this always confused.
I feel you, man. I mean, it's a whole game out there. You got a whole audience for that. So if that's what you
Yeah,
want, I
a
get
lot
you,
of
man.
people like hearing me gripe about everything every other week. All right.
You had a big following now that I asked you.
We've got a decent. I think we're around. Last time I checked, we're about like I think 9,000, 10,000 listeners between Spotify and iTunes.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
How long the podcast been going?
This will be 2 years in November.
I'm talking about. That's pretty dope.
But right now, it's the hardest thing. I'm trying to get those bigger named people, like the bigger YouTubers, on my show, and I'm so close. I can almost taste it. It's so close.
You're just gonna have to keep hitting them up. That's all I do.
I'm doing it, and I've gotten covered. I've talked to some of them. I'm not going to say names,
I understand because you don't want to say that. Then people waiting for that episode and it don't come. You know, I feel you.
I've talked to them on multiple occasions. Not like the ultimate biggest ones. I'll say that one. I haven't talked to Truth. You don't know who Truth is. Truth is like the biggest showcaser of Dokkan. but I've talked to other ones and I've had the conversations, but it's hard to fit them with their schedules because they have a life.
Sometimes you're just gonna have to either be like, fuck it. I know I should be at work at this day, but I'm just gonna have to call off so I can do my little interview.
Yeah, I'm more important than than a 9 to 5 for a day.
Yeah. This Dokkan winner end up being your new 9 to 5.
Yeah, that is the plan. Okay, that's not the plan. That would be great if it could, but that's not the overall plan. We started this whenever.
Y'all should be monetized by now, shouldn't y'all?
We are. We could be. Problem is, we're trying to get all. It's hard to get stuff set up just because I'm just walking with one of our buddies. We're gonna We're waiting a little longer.
I feel you. Well, okay.
Just because one of our members, I'm not going to say who, but one of our members may not be with us starting at the beginning of 2023. So that's why we're trying to get stuff figured out.
Oh, okay. I feel you. So they probably be for you with the rest of the year, and then start a new year, they probably be gone doing something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's not sure yet, but we'll see.
Well, okay. Well, this has been a fun conversation.
Yeah, it has been a lot. And even if not, it's just fun to get you on the show, talk to the people, because it's talking to you. That's all this is just us talking to each other. That's pretty much all Dokkan is. Dokkan Win is.
Yeah, because I feel back. I think we had this plan for like 2 weeks, and then either something happened on each one of our sides or something. I think last week we both forgot, or I forgot. One of those happened.
I would have liked to this became my fault because I had family come into town last weekend.
Oh, okay.
And that same family, which is 20 minutes away, I've been going. That's why I haven't any stuff. They left this morning, so first free day to actually have a full day to myself. I took a nap from 10 to about 3. And that was the most peaceful nap I think I've ever had.
You had your own house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. How old are you?
22.
Ooh, I need to get on your level.
You don't want to get on my house is a 112-year-old house that's falling apart. You don't want to be on my level.
Oh, never. I just want to get my own house. That's what I'm working on right now. I just want to have a place where I'm not have to pay rent and shit. And you're just like, yeah, I'm actually planning off a place where I can live forever. And I don't have to, I might get a call saying, well, we're increasing the rent. Fuck?
Yeah, that's one thing.
Lucky I haven't had that problem though.
Luckily, and that's something I don't have to deal with. Is this house was given to me? I just got to pay bills, and I get to split some of the bills with other stuff. So,
that's the best way to get it when you get a house given to you. You don't have to worry about anything.
Just rebuilding it, which is probably going to cost more than overall lifetime rent.
Yeah, because I was in my head, I'm thinking that if you get a house, most likely probably be in its best condition because someone already lived in there. You know what I mean?
The problem is, like I said, it's 112 years old, and a lot of the inner stuff hasn't been changed. Like, it's still cast iron pipe. Some rooms still don't have insulation because they didn't have insulation 100 years ago.
That is hilarious. Well, I don't know. How many rooms you got?
It's a 2-story house, got 3 bedrooms.
Oh, hey, did you already end the recording?
No.
Is it recording? Because for some reason it didn't show it on my side.
Oh yeah, I'm still recording. We can.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, well, that way we don't just bore people. So thank you so much again for being on here, raysean.
I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So I think our next episode we're going to talk about, because we always just give a promo over our next one. We're going to talk about, listeners out there, we're going to talk about our favorite tanking units in Dokkan. So those who can take the attacks the best, because the new hardest stuff, we need to figure out who can take attacks.
No, I'm definitely going to have to look at that episode.
You may want to go listen. I do like to promote my stuff. You may want to listen, because we have some of them, best attacks, best teams, our opinions of stuff, but that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, say adios, raysean.
See you guys later. Check me out. Hopefully my link be in the description.
I am going to be good at doing that. Bye, everybody.